We're going to do a little rapid fire with you, okay? Think the first thing that kind of crushed your mind. So here we go. Favorite memory from Real Housewives of New York?
Okay, I have the worst memory. I need Allison. Can I get my daughter to help me?
Sure.
Bring her in.
Allie!
Use your lifeline.
I need my life. Can I get a lifeline? Allie! Because she remembers everything.
We.
Ow, I can't even stand up from tennis. Oh my God. I didn't play tennis today, though. That I didn't do. Allie? Why? I just need you for 2 minutes. What was my favorite memory from Real Housewives? Ever. What? Oh, okay, thank you. He knows everything. Morocco.
Yeah.
My favorite. Morocco.
It's so funny. We had Melanie Camp.
You know what? I had a great season 4. I don't know what the hell happened. I had the best season 4. I remember the reunion was great. I had a great time. I wasn't fighting with anybody. And yet they fired me. I didn't understand why. I still don't understand why. Okay.
I was laughing that you used your lifeline because we had Teddy Mellencamp on and she actually called her dad to use him as a lifeline during one of our rapid fire questions.
Okay, keep going. I need another lifeline. Go.
All right. What was your least favorite part of being on the franchise of Real Housewives of New York?
Oh, the least was
of
Scary Island. It's the worst thing that ever happened to. I never felt worse in my entire life as the way I felt in the hotel room that night after I got thrown out. They put me at a rock resort they couldn't get me off the island because there were no more boats. I was on an island that you can only get off by boat and there were no more ferries. So they put me at a rock resort and there were no televisions in the room. I wanted to kill myself. Thank God I was with Bobby to console me. All I wanted to do was watch Law and Order or something to get all that, shit out of my mind. And I had no TV.
Favorite restaurant in New York City?
Oh, Avra. I love Avra.
Okay.
I love Avra. Actually, no, I have another one that you never heard of.
What's that?
Morso, M-O-R-S-O. It's
What's
on
that?
59th Street between First and Sutton.
Okay.
They even give you
right there.
They even give you popovers.
Okay.
All right. The one perk that you miss from being on Real Housewives.
That they got now?
Just a perk that you got while you were doing TV for Real Housewives that you don't get anymore that you missed.
Oh, hair and makeup. I mean, but I had to pay for it. They only paid for it for the interviews.
Well, that's not a perk if you're paying for it.
Yeah, but they did pay for those though.
Okay.
They paid for those. They really favorite perk being on the Housewives. Well, I still get stuff borrowed and free. I don't get as many appearances as I used to.
Okay.
From it. They're starting to come back. I'm doing something at the Ridgefield Playhouse with Caroline Manzo and Vicky. That should be good because Caroline doesn't come out to play very often.
No, I see her boy all the time.
You know what I mean, right? She doesn't come out to do stuff. So I'm excited to see her again. We're oldies.
What is the best vacation you ever took? The wildest one?
In life or on the show?
In life.
Oh, it's either Australia or China. I'll say China. I did a private plane through China.
Private plane to China. Wow.
With exclusive resorts.
That's cool. What is your most memorable paparazzi encounter?
Memorable?
Something that sticks out in your mind.
Like coming out of the airport at LAX and not calling them ahead of time. I think they were there for someone else, but they recognized me.
Okay. Have you ever called the Paps?
Oh, for sure.
We
not
love this question.
Not me personally, like I have nobody's phone number, but somebody who works for me definitely back in the day would call ahead and say, Jill's coming into LA or we're going to Craig's or whatever. Something very predictable. Jill's going to the Ivy. Yeah. And by the way, the housewives say they don't, they're liars. Every one of them.
No, we say literally all of Hollywood does. And we have no idea why half of Hollywood pretends that they don't.
By the way, do the housewives lie or do they tell the truth?
A lot of people tell the truth. I think a lot of people do.
Most
We
people
ask
tell the
this
truth. I
question
can't think of
to
anybody
so
who
many
really.
stars, and everyone is like, "Of course, you need the paps. You need, or you need the exposure, or you need to get a project out, or whatever the case is,
But the
or
truth is
you need."
now, I don't know if there are paps the way it used to be. Like you're your own pap now. Now
Sure.
you take your own selfie
Mhm.
and you put it up, and it gets picked up by the press anyway to put in a magazine if they want it.
Yep.
When's the last time you went to the bathroom outside?
What qualify outside?
Just like outside, like not on a toilet.
China, on a toilet, but it was not a toilet. It was a hole in the ground.
Oh, you did the hole in the ground?
Well, that's all they have. In many places in China, they don't have toilets. You go into a stall and there's a hole and you squat. So
Wow.
older people should not go because they can't get up. And yes, people do slip. I did not slip, but people on my trip slipped.
Oh.
So I've seen the ones where like you put your weight on it and the hole opens. Was it that kind, or was it just always an open hole?
Open.
It's open. It's almost like a porta potty with no seat.
No, I've seen the ones where like it's closed and then
I probably took pictures of it. I mean, it's disgusting. And I remember where it was at the Great Wall of China. You know, they had like a visitor area.
That's so funny. Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe it doesn't mean I have it, but I you know what? Let me tell you something. Barbara Walters and I have one thing in common. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're both camels.
How so? You drink a lot of water? What?
I only drink Diet Coke. And by the way, I have a sweatshirt that says, "Where's my Diet Coke?" And here it is. I don't know if I think it's Diet Coke, and does it? Because when I drink water, I have to go to the bathroom right away. When I drink Diet Coke, I can go the entire day and not pee. And Barbara Walters, I'll never forget this. One of the things she makes her claim of her success, and there's many things about Barbara that made her successful, but she says in the beginning of her career, when she wanted to get an interview with somebody and they had to wait for hours and hours, she was a camel. So everyone at some point would have to go to the bathroom so she could get closer and closer. And she says that's part of her success, that she never had to go to the bathroom. So she always got the interview.
I like that. All right. I got my last question for you. Least favorite Real Housewives franchise?
I don't have one. I love them all.
Yeah. All of them?
Even DC, which was riveting. I'm sorry they took it off the air. And I think they did because of legal reasons.
Yeah,
I would have watched it. Because of the Salahis? Are you kidding? And then she married like some rich and famous
Neil Sean from Journey.
Right.
She married
Journey's
Neil Sean
one
from
of my
Journey.
favorite music bands of all time. So that's good
she
question.
actually has been very good to me over the years, and it's weird because I see her all the time, and she gave me like tickets to go see Journey multiple times, and he's really nice, and
I'm
like
so jealous.
It's pretty cool.
Well, if you see her again, tell her Jill Zarin's a big fan.
Well, my last question for you is, who's the coolest person that ended up in your DMs?
Oh, I think a couple of them. Like Lady Gaga is a big fan.
What? That's pretty cool.
She follows me on Twitter, but I don't know if she DM'd me. Who DM'd me like recently? The D'Amelios. Charlie and Dixie. They wanted my mask. Charlie and Dixie DM'd me. They wanted our masks during the pandemic. Many, many times we sent them so many packages, and then they bought them, which was very nice because, you know, they don't have to buy anything.
Sure.
Those girls are very nice girls. They're from Norwalk, Connecticut. They're normal. They have great parents. They're just having the best time of their lives. But that was a pretty big thing to have them jump in my DM.
Very big.
That's huge.
That's awesome.
Don't you think so? I mean, I know you're thinking like Barbara Streisand, you know, whatever. No,
that's still
like
great.
D'Amelios.
They're actually more important than them.
The amount, someone that influential, as we would like to call it. I mean, they've got millions of people following their every move, and they wear your mask once, and suddenly it's sold out. Like that.
I mean, who else? I'm friends with Kris Kardashian. Kris Jenner. Sorry, I was called Kardashian.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner. She, I DM with her, but I email with her. I, you know, and I sent them masks, the whole family, and she posted our masks during the pandemic.
Really nice.
Super nice. Let me tell you something. She's a very loyal friend. And when Bobby died, the nicest flowers I got was from the Kardashian clan. I got the biggest, most impressive you never saw with a card. I'll never forget. You know, they all have a K. Courtney, Kim, Kyle, you know, and they were all K, Kris. They sent me the most beautiful. And we weren't like best friends, but she has a big heart. And it was very, very generous. And I never forget a kindness.
Wow.
Never.
Very cool. Well, listen, Jill, you've been amazing. You've been great. I appreciate taking the time. You can follow Jill on her Instagram, Mrs. MRS Jill Zarin. Then she has Jill Zarin at home. Shop Jill and Daly.
JillAndAllie.com.
Jill and Allie. And then you're also on Twitter at Jill Zarin. I like you on TikTok, Jill Zarin Official. Make sure you follow there.
Should I do more TikToks? Should I do more?
I think
Yes,
you should.
it's a good platform.
I've been doing reels. Someone tell me if I do reels, I'll get more followers. How do I get more followers? I am stuck at 586.
Content. You're Gary V. Content, girl. You got to do content. No, you're doing
good.
Good.
Content. No one's fucking following me.
No, man, you're good. You're fun. You're good. And it's, I think, honestly, like, I could see Bravo bringing you back. I think they need you, but you know what they need and you deliver.
I do know what they need. They need my mother. They need Gloria. They need Gloria to tell the girls the real deal. And she does not sugarcoat anything. My mother's the original Real Housewife. You know, when you really look back, she's the real OG. But, you know, life, they need people who have real lives, real problems. Not this bullshit with the girls and they're all single. And that's the other thing. They're all single. They don't show their men. That's why last season failed for one reason. They had no men on the show. That's the only reason. Show would have been fine if they were talking about boyfriends and shit. They didn't bring one guy on the show.
Interesting.
Because women love to hate on, you know, bad guys. That's what they love to do. Instead of hating on each other, let them hate on a creepy guy. That was my reasoning.
Well, Jill, thank you. You've been awesome. We appreciate it.
Appreciate the support.